Billy.
Did you do anything bad this week, Billy?
Yeah, a little bit of mishap.
Yeah.
A mishap.
Right. You guys lean a little bit farther back in your seats.
Don't tell me how to sit.
You guys are getting on edge. Just relax.
This is how I sit when we're podcasting.
I was.
Billy's on edge right now.
No,
Billy, why don't you explain what happened?
I'm about
for the
to
people
explain,
who don't know.
but you guys are about to like jump on.
I know.
Okay. All right. I'm the neutral arbiter because I wasn't in the room.
Can I say my Fyre Fest?
Yeah. I wasn't in the room.
Okay.
So I will judge it.
I also wasn't in the office, so I've been purposely not asking questions.
Correct. Same with me.
All right.
So PFT will stay out of this for a second. Hank and I will listen to it. This is the first time we're getting the full account from you.
But what if Billy lies during this recap? Which is certainly going
I will note when I think he's lying.
No chance.
I will note.
I'm a good middleman here.
No one was giving it.
Max was around.
I was here.
The floor is yours.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. I will note when I think he's lying.
Okay. PFT and I were finishing best of 3 breath holding contest.
Okay. Who won?
PFT won 2-1.
So he can hold his breath longer than you.
2 out of 3 the last times.
He can hold. So he won a contest.
This is how it all started.
He can hold his breath.
Wait, can you guys let me?
No, I'm just asking a question. He can
no,
hold
that's
fact or fiction.
So
Fact or fiction. PFT can hold his breath longer than you.
out of the water in those.
No, that's not what I asked.
Can we just get to the point?
Fact or fiction?
That has nothing to do with the Fyre
This
Fest
is exactly how the fucking thing started yesterday.
Okay.
Like word for word.
Can you relax?
You shut the fuck up and start telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth. What have I lied about?
I'm asking you a question, Billy.
Okay,
I know nothing about this. Fact or fiction? PFT can hold his breath longer than you.
At that moment, yes.
So fact.
That moment, yes.
He has stronger lungs, like a stronger mental state than you.
Sure. At that time, above water, not in Stu Finer's pool. So moving on, we were finishing up the podcast. I had gotten up, and PFT was just like, "Admit, I'm better than you," and I was like, "No."
Yeah, because
it was literally that conversation that you just had.
Yeah.
That's
Billy can't
precisely
Billy
so
is
I'm walking
fragile masculinity personified.
I'm walking out the door, and I was going to admit he was better at me at that breath holding contest.
You were
He
going
beat
to.
me. That was what I was doing.
Yeah.
I go over to turn on Hank's mic to say that. Our producer, Avery, shout out Avery. He is a big player in the story later. Thank Avery so much. He's a hero. Go to turn on Hank's mic. Hank's mic is turned on by a switch. There's a switch on Hank's control board, which at that moment is separate from his main frame. I hit a switch, and
hit the wrong
that
switch.
switch had a catastrophic impact
You turned
on
off the whole thing.
on how the video cameras record the podcast.
Billy is a gold medalist in terms of
I'm
using the
just
passive
saying-
voice, where
Yeah.
he's like, I hit the switch, then proceeded to go off on its own.
That switch didn't do what I asked.
That switch got me into a lot of trouble.
I hit the wrong switch.
Okay, all right.
I wasn't trying anything malicious. I was going to say, you beat me. The switch then turned off the mainframe, which turned off the cameras, which then, due to some device that's next to Max, the KI Pro, disrupted the processing of the video cameras and the video. So the file that had the video angles, which film Big Cat and PFT respectively, or Big T at that current time, me right now, that file of video got corrupted. At the time, we didn't know what was happening. I didn't know that the switch I had hit. So there was a lot of trying to figure out what had happened.
No,
I take
instantaneously
full
we knew that Billy
responsibility.
did it.
I take full responsibility
For what?
for cavalierly hitting a switch that was not the right switch. And
You hit a switch, and that switch was disloyal to you.
Yeah.
Do
you think that was the root of the problem, though, the switch? Or was it the fact that you can't take an L?
Were your emotions high or even keeled?
I feel like if we're going to ever move forward, that seems like something you got to do a little introspection. Hey, if I lose a bench contest, if I lose a breath holding contest. If I lose a,
Look.
you have the softest hands in the office
I
contest.
forgot that I did beat Billy in bench too.
Yeah, like
Hot sauce contest.
It's
You know what?
okay. It's okay. It's no one thinks of you as less of a man.
So no, you know what? Throughout my life, that skill has helped me a lot. I'm a
Holding your breath?
No,
What, when
I'm
you've been getting
very
gagged?
competitive. I'm very competitive. I'll
Oh.
admit it. I'm very competitive, and because of
Sore
that,
loser is another way to look at it.
no, I mean if you
Is Michael
the more
Jordan
you hate
a sore loser?
Yeah, the more you hate losing, the more you're fueled to try to win.
But you
So-
don't win.
Well, recently, no, but like I'm a fierce competitor.
Right.
I
Yeah,
put that out there.
and very-
It is
very
very
fierce.
callous and rubs people the wrong way at certain occasions, but that's just how I am. Adapting to an office environment with that same mentality,
Now,
it pushes people the wrong way.
Billy.
So yeah, I hit the wrong switch.
Yeah.
Then I got pissed off because
because you couldn't
'Cause you're
admit that
such a competitor.
Well, because
You
then
lost at recording the podcast.
Yeah.
as well.
then
No, I
then
just-
you
I didn't
got
understand
mad
how
because
I-
you could not believe that you fucked up so catastrophically
Right.
Yeah.
that you
Yes.
deleted the entire episode.
So pretty
No,
much
but
you
one,
can't
the
admit
audio
when you
is there.
lose.
And also, maybe the funniest part, listening back to that episode, in the first minute, Billy says, "This is going to be one that you're going to absolutely make sure to watch on YouTube because
and you
it's mostly
should
visual."
because there's a
Is
lot
there
of
1%
visuals,
of you that was
magic.
like, if I don't have
Just
the
check-
visual of the breath holding contest, that's
No.
good for me?
No,
Oh, interesting.
I don't think
I'm
Billy
just
was
asking
doing that.
That's an
No.
interesting. He's just asking questions,
No.
Billy. You just asked
No,
questions.
He's
He's just asking questions, Billy.
I know he's just asking questions. If there wasn't so much puke on the board,
don't
on the
deflect.
control
No,
board,
no, 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 no.
then maybe I would have figured out
No.
which one it
So-
was.
so as-
But yeah, no,
as
I
Billy-
wasn't
as
trying to
Billy
The
lead
switch
it.
is actually completely separate from the control
Yeah.
board.
As Billy eventually realized and was starting to come to terms mentally with the fact that he, in fact, did press a button that corrupted the entire video footage, and he realized that that button was on him, he delivered what I believe to be the Billy excuse quote of the millennium. He said, "Yeah, I pressed the button, but the consequential action of what happened for pressing the button is not equivalent to what I did." So Billy was blaming the electronics in that moment, and just an all-time, I'm going to try to get out of this. But to Billy's credit, he has taken some responsibility for it. We did.
I take total responsibility.
We
for
were
it.
able to find the video footage, which is being processed and being uploaded right now.
Shout out Tech
what?
Guy Andrew. Shout out
Guy Andrew.
Steve.
Do you take responsibility for losing in the breath holding competition? That's really what, because
It did
we're not,
drive this.
nothing's
Yes.
going to change if we don't
Yes.
really hammer in on
Yes.
that moment
Yes.
and what
On
happened.
some Sundays you lose.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that feels like that
Yes.
has that
Yes.
we've seen that play out before.